In today's video, I'm going to be making chicken stew the Imoyo style, and I've cleaned this chicken to perfection. This is actually hard chicken. I have peeled plum tomatoes here. I don't have the fresh tomatoes, so I'm using the canned one. I have garlic, ginger, white and purple onion, habanero pepper, and pointed peppers. You can use bell pepper, tatashe, whatever you have. It'll do well. So I'm going to cut this onion into 3 parts. I'll be using 1 part to season the chicken and the other part to fry the oil. I've also cut some part of the garlic and ginger and 1 habanero pepper. I'm going to chop this using the food processor. This is the best part of seasoning your chicken. If you season your chicken like this, nothing will make your stew come out bad. I always do this if you have seen my other videos. So I'm going to add this into the cleaned chicken. Remember, I told you this is hard chicken, not soft chicken, so it's going to cook for a while. I love to add bay leaves to my chicken. Bay leaf is not just for jollof rice. I'm using fresh thyme. You can also use the dried one. I'm also going to add few pieces of curry leaves. I'll also add some curry powder, about a teaspoon. I'm also going to add some salt. I'm using pink Himalayan salt. I love to add white pepper as well to my chicken. You can totally skip this. I also added about half a teaspoon of that. Now I'm going to add some chicken bouillon. Rinse out the mini chopper with just a bit of water. I don't want to water the chicken down because I want it to bring out its own juices. I'll give it all a good mix. Then I'll cover and let it steam for a few minutes. While it's steaming, I'll go ahead to prepare my peppers by deseeding them and also taking off the stem from the habanero pepper. I'll give it a thorough rinse, then I'll proceed to blend with the rest of the ingredients. Remember, I told you I was going to cut the onion into 3 parts. Well, that's the second part, and the last part is going to be blended with the peppers. If you are new to this channel, welcome. If you are returning, welcome back. This is Live Life with Esther's Kitchen, where I show you amazing recipes that I'm sure you and your family will enjoy. Thank you so much for your love and support. I really appreciate you being here. So I'm going to add my plum tomatoes into the rest of the peppers, and then I'll rinse the tins out, add a bit of water. If you notice, I did not add water at the start, and I'm only adding just a small amount of water now. That's because I don't want the tomato mixture to be too light. The chicken has steamed for a while now, so I'm going to add water just enough to cook the chicken. Remember, it's hard chicken, so it needs a good amount of time to cook. While it's cooking, I've gone ahead to chop up the small onion I showed you earlier. That will be used to fry the oil. Now I'm going to prepare the okra. Remember, we're making chicken stew, white okra and amala. So I'll give it a good rinse for about 4 times until I'm sure it is thoroughly clean. Then I'll proceed to prepare the okra. The first thing I'm going to do is take off the stems from the okra. I've actually seen some people use this part of the okra because they believe it is more slimy, but in this video I'm not going to be using it. In fact, I've never used it. Next, I'll divide the okra into 2 portions. I'll slice them up into big chunks and then transfer to the mini chopper. This is the portion I'll be blending smoothly to help the okra with the viscosity, which means I want it to be super slimy. So the more smooth you blend it, the more slimy it'll become. Now I'm going to chop the rest of the okras into big chunk, and I'm actually gonna head to show you 2 ways to do it. Cut it into circle or cut it into 4 parts, depending on how chunky you want it. So we're not using water to blend it because I'm using a mini chopper and it can do well on its own. So I'll proceed to add the chunky part of the okra into the smooth bits, add a bit of water and give it a good mix to activate the viscosity. We want it to be super slimy. You can also use your hands to mix this up. It's actually faster that way, but for the purpose of this video, I'm using this tiny spatula. I have my water heating up right here in the pot. I'm going to add some Maggie naija pots and then add some Iru or Locust beans. I'll add a bit of crayfish powder, give it all a good mix and bring it up to a boil. Then I'll add the okra from earlier. I'm going to mix this rapidly so that everything can incorporate together and to see if I need to add more water, but I usually like my okra really thick. So I'm going to add 1/4 teaspoon of baking soda. This is to make the color more vibrant. It also helps with the viscosity, but I actually use it to bring the green color out more. Instead of it turning dark, it'll make the green color of the okra more vibrant. I'm going to cook this for only 4 minutes and take it off the heat because I really like my okra very crunchy. Please keep an eye on it while you're cooking it so it doesn't boil over. Now I'm going to take it off the heat and proceed to cook my chicken. Now this chicken has been cooking for about 40 minutes. Yes, it is hard chicken. It takes that long to cook. If you have a lot of stock in your chicken, go ahead and reduce it, but this stock is perfect for me, so I'll just proceed to add the pepper blend from earlier. That's the tomato mixture we blended earlier, and I've added a bit of water to the blender to rinse out the rest of the peppers because we're on waste. Now I'll proceed to season with some more chicken bouillon and then give it all a good mix. Remember, I'm making Imoyo chicken stew, so nothing is going to be fried here. Now I'm going to take out the stems from the thyme, cover the stew and let it continue to cook. In another pan, I'm going to add my vegetable oil and a bit of palm oil. This is totally optional. You can just add your oil into the chicken stew directly, but I love to fry it like this just in case the palm oil has a bad taste. Frying onion in the oil will elevate the flavor of your stew. So once it fries for about 2 to 3 minutes, just until the onion softens, I'll take it off the heat. Once the oil cools down, please, this is very important, let your oil cool down before you proceed to add it into the stew, or else it'll fry up and it can burn you. So once the oil cools down, I'm going to add it into the stew and scoop it all out. Remember, I told you war on waste, and the tomato and the chicken will cook together for a total of 30 minutes or until you see your oil come back up, because once it begins to boil, you will see that the oil on it will disappear as if you need to add more oil. But no, don't be tempted to do that. It's just cooking. The oil will come back up, so don't be tempted to add more oil. I'll cover this and let it cook for about 10 minutes, then I'll show you what I've just said. Can you see the oil has disappeared? Do not be tempted to add more oil. Just give it a good mix. You need to be checking on the stew at intervals so it does not burn. Give it a mix from the bottom up and then allow it to cook until you see the oil coming back. Now I'm going to add some boiling water to a pot. It's time to make our amala, and this is not amala tutorial. I'm just showing you it to cook with me video, so I'm just going to do it. If you want me to teach you how to make the perfect amala, you can write that in the comment section, and we're going to make another video for that. So once my amala becomes smooth, a tip for you: if your amala is a bit lumpy, you need to mix it up like this, just the way I'm doing it. Draw it to yourself and you will see it's becoming smooth slowly. If you have not liked this video yet, please hit the like button and also subscribe to my channel, because I'll be dropping amazing recipes, and I even have already amazing recipes on this channel. So please hit the like button, subscribe, and I promise you, you will love it here and you will not regret it. Added a bit of oil to the water. This is just so the amala doesn't keep sticking to the scooping spoon or packer, whatever you call it. Now the amala is cooked, I'm going to mixed it all up, and at this point my stew is ready as well. You guys, you can only imagine how hungry I already am. I cannot wait to eat. My family is also hungry as well, so I'll proceed to serve this. If you want to see how I made this lovely fried chicken stew recipe, you can click on the link above, and I'll also leave it in the description, so check it out. That's the best chicken stew you'll find on YouTube, trust me. So it's time for me to serve myself. Can you see what I said earlier? The oil has just come up. If you feel your stew is too thick, you can go ahead and add water, but for me it is perfect, and the stew is done. The amala is done. The okra is done, you guys. Can you hear the excitement from my voice? I totally enjoyed every bit of it. So let's do a taste test, just so you know. It's so good. Actually, I should have finished eating everything in front of the camera, but I don't want you to be too hungry. So go chop, make your own, and send it to me on Instagram or right here on YouTube, so that I will know if you enjoyed it as much as I did. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Thank you for being here. I really appreciate you. I'll see you in my next video. Bye.